Welcome to an hour of timeless Stoic wisdom. In this video, we delve into the teachings of Marcus Aurelius, Epictetus, and Seneca, whose insights guide us toward resilience, peace, and inner strength. Let's explore the profound wisdom that can transform your life. Facing life's challenges with dignity. Have you ever faced a personal crisis or difficult situation that made you feel as if your world had come to a halt, while everyone around you continued with their daily routines? Marcus Aurelius, the ancient philosopher, offers valuable guidance for such moments. He advises us to start each day with the following reflection. Today I shall be meeting with interference, ingratitude, insolence, disloyalty, ill will, and selfishness, all due to the offender's ignorance of what is good or evil. This quote underscores an essential truth. Despite our challenges and adversities, the world will move forward, often indifferent to our struggles. Embracing this reality with a Stoic perspective empowers us to navigate life's highs and lows with grace and resilience. Marcus Aurelius suggests setting realistic expectations each day. By anticipating negative behaviors from others, such as interference, ingratitude, or selfishness, and understanding that these actions stem from ignorance rather than malice, we can respond with patience and compassion. Accepting that difficulties are a natural part of life helps us maintain our composure and avoid being caught off guard or disheartened. This mindset allows us to face challenges with resilience and wisdom, fostering a more peaceful and controlled approach to life's obstacles. When we're going through a tough time, it's natural to wish for the world to stop and acknowledge our struggles. However, the reality is that people will continue with their daily lives, often unaware of our personal battles. This observation isn't cynical but pragmatic. It reminds us that we must take charge of our own well-being and take proactive steps to heal and protect ourselves. Despite the intensity of our experiences, whether they involve loss, betrayal, or calamity, the daily rhythms of most people will remain unchanged. This doesn't imply a lack of care but highlights that we are fundamentally alone in processing and integrating profound events, especially those occurring within us. Support systems are valuable, but they can't fully shield us from or resolve our deepest personal challenges. We alone must navigate through each storm by developing our philosophies, values, and coping strategies. This self-reliance is the path to becoming anti-fragile, more adaptable yet unbreakable, resilient yet unwavering. Through facing our challenges alone, we often experience significant personal growth and can exceed our previous limitations. This journey is unique to each of us, leading to spiritual self-reliance and resilience amidst life's constant changes. Instead of harboring bitterness toward the world's apparent indifference or seeking an enemy in an impersonal universe, it's wiser to accept this timeless truth and focus on enhancing your ability to withstand challenges, like a sturdy tree bending with strong winds. Although the world may not pause to grieve with you, its indifference serves as a reminder to fully embrace and learn from your experiences. Rather than waiting for the chaos to subside, concentrate on stabilizing yourself and using every challenge as an opportunity to become stronger and more resilient. Marcus Aurelius's Stoic philosophy offers enduring wisdom on the importance of embracing self-reliance and developing inner resilience in the face of inevitable challenges. By setting realistic expectations, prioritizing self-care, and taking proactive responsibility for our personal growth and healing, we can navigate even the most trying circumstances with grace and emerge stronger. So when confronting a personal crisis, remember that the world will keep turning. And that's okay. Focus on reinforcing your philosophical outlook and core values to guide you through. Refine your coping mechanisms, trust in your ability to weather life's storms, and embrace the Stoic mindset. By doing so, you'll uncover the strength and resilience needed to overcome any obstacle. Reflect on these profound teachings and consider how they can be applied to your life. Embracing self-reliance will reveal a newfound sense of empowerment and grace as you navigate life's inevitable ups and downs. Marcus Aurelius's Stoic philosophy offers deep insights into self-reliance and inner strength amidst life's trials. By setting realistic expectations, prioritizing self-care, and taking ownership of our healing and personal development, we can handle even the most daunting challenges with composure and emerge stronger. When faced with a personal crisis, remember that life continues, and that's perfectly okay. Focus on reinforcing your beliefs, values, and coping strategies, and trust in your ability to endure adversity. Adopting a Stoic mindset will provide you with the grit and resilience to conquer any challenge that comes your way. Take a moment to reflect on these teachings and think about how to integrate them into your life. Embracing self-reliance will lead you to discover a renewed sense of strength and poise as you navigate life's ebb and flow. Harness these insights to overcome your challenges and live the life you envision. Have you ever felt overwhelmed by a lack of motivation or discouragement, making it hard to take action even when you know you should? It's a common struggle that we all face at times, but remember this empowering thought. It doesn't matter whether you feel okay or not. Life isn't going to pause for you. You need to get up and push through. While this may sound blunt, it carries a powerful message grounded in Stoic philosophy. The Stoics believe that while we can't control every situation, we can control how we respond. As Marcus Aurelius wisely said, "The universe is change. Our life is what our thoughts make it." Life doesn't stop for anyone, even when we feel unmotivated or low. The world keeps moving, and time waits for no one. This truth highlights an important lesson. Our ability to shape our lives comes from within, not from external circumstances. In moments of feeling stuck or resistant, it's natural to wait for inspiration or improved emotions before taking action. However, Stoic philosophy teaches us to harness our inner drive regardless of our fluctuating feelings. As Marcus Aurelius advised, "If a thing is humanly possible, consider it to be within your reach." Think of a marathon runner hitting the wall, that point of extreme exhaustion and doubt. A Stoic mindset would remind the runner that these feelings are temporary and perseverance is within their control. By tapping into their deep-seated discipline and mental strength, they can push past emotional barriers and continue moving forward, step by step. In life, we all face metaphorical walls and moments of resistance. Stoic wisdom guides us to acknowledge our feelings, understand their validity, and recognize that they don't have to dictate our actions. By grounding ourselves in our core values and goals, we can find the resilience to move forward, even when our emotions might tell us otherwise. This approach is not about ignoring or suppressing emotions, but about developing the strength to stay aligned with our highest aspirations despite our current emotional state. Through consistent effort, we build a strong self-reliance that helps us approach each day with purpose and determination, rather than being paralyzed by fleeting feelings. So when you feel unmotivated or discouraged, take a moment to reconnect with your deeper why, the fundamental reasons and values that drive you. Life will keep moving, whether or not you engage with it. By activating your inner drive, you reclaim the power to intentionally shape your journey. Taking that initial challenging step and letting the momentum of your actions carry you through emotional resistance will lead you to the freedom of living as the author of your story, not just a passive observer. The Stoics teach us that we all have incredible resilience to overcome doubt and stagnation. By committing to show up for ourselves each day with purposeful actions, we cultivate the strength to keep moving forward, embrace new opportunities, and realize our full potential. Reflect on this wisdom and put it into practice. Don't let passing emotions control you or wait for the perfect mental state. Instead, ignite your inner drive, take that first step, and keep progressing toward your highest goals. Embrace the Stoic practice of focusing on what is within your control, your actions, mindset, and forward momentum. With patience and discipline, your emotions will eventually align with the self-directed path you've charted through your determined actions. Life doesn't pause for any of us, but this truth is empowering when you accept it and fully embrace your capacity to guide your journey with purpose. So get up and push through. drawing on the timeless Stoic wisdom within you. That inner drive will help you create a life in harmony with your values. The path ahead is waiting for those ready to seize the day. Self-freedom through aloneness. As inherently social beings, we often crave constant companionship and connection. The thought of being alone can evoke feelings of discomfort, emptiness, or fear. However, ancient wisdom offers a powerful reminder. If you force them to stay with you, they will not. They will leave you alone. So learn the art of spending time alone. This teaching highlights a crucial truth. While relationships and community are valuable, true peace and fulfillment must ultimately come from within. The Stoic philosophers, known for their profound insights, understood this concept deeply. Marcus Aurelius wisely observed, "Our pain and distress come not from external events, but from our judgments and perspectives." This understanding empowers us to find peace and contentment in any situation, including times of solitude. Consider a scenario where a close friend or loved one leaves your life due to a falling out or life's inevitable changes. It's natural to feel sadness, grief, or abandonment initially. However, Stoic philosophy encourages us to pause and reflect on our judgments objectively. Are we upset primarily because the person left, or because we have tied our happiness and self-worth to their presence? The Stoics remind us that while another's absence may be painful, it does not determine our value or happiness. Self-freedom through solitude. The end of a valued relationship may indeed be painful, but it does not diminish our inherent worth. While the loss stings, we always hold the power to find wholeness and acceptance within ourselves. By shifting our perspective, we can view solitude not as a burden, but as an opportunity for profound self-discovery, growth, and ultimate freedom. As Stoic philosopher Epictetus advised, observing natures in different ways can help dispel our fears. Similarly, we can release anxieties about being alone by embracing our innate ability to thrive independently. In the sanctuary of solitude, we can connect more deeply with our values, creative expression, and the nourishing stillness of simply being. We shed societal pressures and rediscover our essence without the noise of others' expectations. This doesn't mean that human connection is unimportant. Indeed, the Stoics valued community and virtuous relationships. However, they also recognized that cultivating a strong friendship with oneself and finding contentment in one's own company opens the door to sharing our authentic selves with others from a grounded place. Instead of clinging desperately to the presence of others or fearing their departure, approach solitude as a sacred practice. Embrace the opportunity to be fully present with yourself, your thoughts, emotions, dreams, and highest aspirations. Use this time to reconnect with your core principles and envision how you wish to guide your life with intentionality. In the calm of solitude, you'll find the space to let go of unnecessary pursuits, heal unresolved wounds, and ignite new sparks of purpose and passion. Solitude becomes a powerful source of self-knowledge, creative growth, and soul-centered direction. The art of being alone is not one of lack or sacrifice. It is a practice that allows you to experience the profound wholeness, resilience, and self-sovereignty central to the Stoic path. Embrace your solitude without fleeing from it, and you'll discover the enduring freedom of being truly at home and at peace, whether alone or among others. Embracing solitude as a path to growth. Reflect on this wisdom. Don't fear or resist the inevitability of aloneness. Instead, use it as an opportunity for growth. When friends or situations leave you in solitude, see it as a precious chance to turn inward and discover the solitary strength within you, the steadfast, unshakable part of yourself, even amidst loss or change. Use these solitary moments for self-exploration, deepening your understanding of your core values and envisioning the direction you want your life to take. By embracing your aloneness rather than battling it, you open the door to experiencing life's deepest joys, creative expressions, and the profound freedom that comes from finding sufficiency and sovereignty within yourself. The world will continuously shift around you, with people and circumstances coming and going. By cultivating this inner strength, you anchor yourself in an inexhaustible source of fulfillment, the wisdom and companionship of your own being. Learn to embrace solitude rather than flee from it, and you will join the ranks of great Stoic thinkers who have shown us how to live lives of profound purpose, resilience, and inner freedom. No matter the external changes swirling around you, the sanctuary of your solitude awaits ***, managing your emotions in the rough tides of daily life ***. The ability to remain calm under pressure is a virtue of immense value. As the wise quote goes, only a calm person can handle any situation. Learn to control your emotions and stay composed. The ancient Stoic philosophers understood this principle deeply. They recognize that while we can't always control external events, we do possess the power to determine how we respond internally. Our judgments, emotions, and resulting actions are within our domain. Marcus Aurelius captured this insight perfectly. If any external thing pains you, it is not this thing that disturbs you but your judgment about it. Our suffering or agitation arises not from the situation itself, but from the perceptions and emotional reactions we attach to it. For instance, being stuck in a traffic jam after a long day might trigger frustration, anger, or anxiety. However, the Stoics would remind us that the traffic jam is a neutral event. It is our judgments about being delayed or inconvenienced that create emotional turmoil. By objectively pausing to observe a situation without the burden of emotional narratives, we discover that we still hold the power to choose our internal state. While delays can be frustrating, we can approach them with equanimity, redirecting our focus toward productive tasks, meditation, or simply making the most of the unexpected downtime. This is at the heart of Stoic practice, distinguishing between objective facts and the emotional baggage we often attach to them. When faced with difficulties, we should resist the impulse to fall into automatic emotional responses. Instead, we can train ourselves to pause, analyze the situation impartially, and consciously decide how to react. As Epictetus wisely noted, man is disturbed not by things, but by the principles and notions which he forms concerning things. By reframing these principles and notions, we reclaim control over our emotional responses. With consistent practice, managing our thoughts and emotions becomes a natural skill. We achieve profound inner calm amidst external chaos, not by rejecting our feelings, but by maintaining a steady, even mindset. While our emotions may rise and fall like waves, the deeper ocean of our consciousness remains tranquil. From this centered place, we can respond to any situation with poise, clarity, and wisdom. Hot-headed reactions give way to thoughtful choices, and anxiety dissipates as we separate events from the stories we tell ourselves about them. By consciously managing our emotional responses, we stop unconsciously surrendering our inner peace. Peace amidst every perceived threat or frustration is the essence of Stoic wisdom. The Stoics teach us that the deepest freedom lies in emotional sovereignty, immune to external influences that might make us bitter, fearful, or unbalanced. By cultivating unwavering calm as our core, we remain open, resilient, and capable of facing any challenge or adversity life throws at us. I encourage you to strive for this profound skill of maintaining composure in all situations. Examine yourself with honest self-awareness, identifying the thought patterns and emotional reflexes that disrupt your tranquility. Replace them with the Stoic practice of distinguishing between facts and judgments. Utilize conscious breathing, meditation, and philosophical reflection to regain your calm. From this centered place, you become unstoppable. After all, what chaos, struggle, or frustration can deter one who has mastered their internal realm? The Stoics offer us the supreme gift of serenity amidst any storm, guided by reason and choice, rather than being swept away by turbulent emotions. Imagine navigating life's challenges with this calm and centered approach. Stressful deadlines would become opportunities for focus and determination rather than anxiety. Difficult people and situations would evoke patience and compassion rather than anger or hurt. Each adversity would be a chance to embody your highest principles rather than be derailed by volatile emotions. This is the promise of unshakable calm, to traverse all of life's ups and downs as the sovereign ruler of your inner world. Free from reflexive emotional patterns, you become profoundly resilient and poised, living in harmony with your core values. Embrace the path of emotional mastery, and you unlock your fullest potential. You will face each day's challenges with grace and wisdom, remaining impervious to chaos and conflict. By honoring the truth that only a calm person can handle any situation, you will learn to govern your inner world with skill, skillfully navigating the ever-changing external world. The Stoic teachings guide you to this powerful freedom, an existence lived from your highest, most unwavering self, an existence marked by unshakable calm. Breaking the bond of expectation and building unshakable relationships. Have you ever felt deeply disappointed or let down by someone close to you? Perhaps a friend or loved one failed to meet your expectations, leading to one of life's most painful experiences, the heartbreak of unmet expectations. In our most cherished relationships, the adage rings true. Expectations with people often lead to disappointments. This insight encourages us to release our expectations of others, a practice that may initially seem harsh, but holds profound wisdom for reducing suffering. The ancient Stoic philosophers recognized that many of our heaviest burdens come from the expectations we impose on ourselves regarding how others should behave or treat us. By letting go of these self-imposed expectations, we paradoxically pave the way for more fulfilling and resilient relationships. Reflect on a time when a loved one let you down, perhaps through betrayal, selfishness, or simply failing to meet your hopes in a critical moment. Much of the pain likely stemmed from the gap between your expectations and reality, based on your ideal vision of how they should act in the relationship. The Stoics advise that while we cannot control others' actions, we do have control over our expectations and attitudes. When we hold rigid expectations about how others should behave or treat us, we set ourselves up for disappointment when reality falls short. By releasing these fixed expectations, we allow relationships to develop more naturally and authentically. We become more accepting of others as they are, setting reasonable boundaries and appreciating their limitations, rather than feeling perpetually betrayed by unmet conditions. Embracing this Stoic perspective frees us from the chains of unrealistic expectations, enabling us to cultivate stronger and more genuine connections. By focusing on what we can control, our own attitudes and responses, we create space for more harmonious and resilient relationships. This doesn't mean accepting abuse or lowering your standards. It means easing the tight grip on how you believe relationships should look or feel, and allowing for the natural flow of human connections and separations. By doing this, you reduce self-inflicted suffering and cultivate more resilient, graceful bonds. When we let go of rigid expectations, we often find a deeper appreciation for those in our lives. Each person's positive actions and expressions of care become cherished gifts rather than expected obligations. Our relationships shift from transactional to transcendent, rooted in a wise acceptance of human imperfections. We see each other with greater empathy and compassion, rather than through the distorted lens of unmet demands. Peace replaces needless anguish over common human failings. This philosophy applies not only to close relationships, but to all interactions with others. By releasing grand expectations of how companies should serve us, how bureaucracies should operate, or how public systems should function, we'd free ourselves from endless disappointment. We can advocate for positive change while maintaining our composure and letting go of unrealistic perfection. The Stoics offer a profound emotional liberation, freedom from the self-imposed prison of lofty expectations. By shedding the burden of demanding perfection, we open ourselves to the true gift of human connection, with all its beautiful imperfections. Reflect on the areas in your life where you've been bound by unrealistic expectations. Embrace the Stoic practice of accepting people and situations as they are, rather than as you wish them to be. This approach allows you to experience relationships in their full depth and beauty, grounded in authentic presence and unconditional grace. Let the Stoic insights free you from expectations today. Embrace your relationships with the calm and openness of someone who has let go of demands. In this liberated space, you'll discover the genuine, unshakable connections your heart truly seeks. Patience reveals the truth. Give them time. They will show you their true face. This simple wisdom cuts through the clutter of first impressions, snap judgments, and quick conclusions about others' character. The ancient Stoics understood that true discernment requires patience and an acceptance of reality as it unfolds. How often do we rush to judge someone's worth or dismiss their potential based on limited interactions or superficial observations? In our haste, we create narratives about them. From mere glimpses behind the masks we all wear in new situations. The Stoic path teaches us that a person's true nature, their authentic character, values, and depth, can only be revealed over time and through various experiences. We must resist the urge to make quick assessments, remaining open and withholding final judgments. By giving others the space to show who they are through their actions and choices, we cultivate genuine wisdom. This doesn't mean excusing poor behavior, but recognizing that the human psyche reveals itself gradually, especially in new relationships. By suspending judgment and observing without rushing to conclusions, the truth unfolds naturally. We see how people handle joy, conflict, and hardship, experiences that reveal their core values and integrity. The Stoics remind us that this patient discernment is a kindness both to ourselves and to others, avoiding the pitfalls of rash judgments that often miss the mark and respecting the dignity of others as they show their true selves over time. Embrace open patience when evaluating new people or relationships. Allow experiences and choices to reveal one's true nature gradually. Much like a seed that blooms at its own perfect pace, resist the urge to prematurely judge or define others before their entire essence has had the chance to unfold. You might be surprised by who they truly are once the passage of time lifts the initial veils and their true self emerges through life's trials and experiences. What may seem off-putting at first can transform when met with Stoic patience and the belief that everyone deserves the courtesy of authentic revelation. Wisdom flourishes in the stillness of unhurried discernment, freed from impulsive judgments or simplistic narratives. Embrace this approach and witness the beauty of another's true character as it gracefully unfolds when given the time. Becoming a sovereign being, you will have a peaceful life when you mind your own business. These words strike at the heart of a profound practice, cultivating an untroubled inner life. The Stoics understood that true peace does not come from perfectly controlled circumstances, but from mastering the realm of one's own consciousness. Much of our discontent and agitation arises from our tendency to meddle in matters beyond our control. By focusing on reshaping the uncontrollable forces of the cosmos, we drain our tranquility, expending valuable energy on what lies outside our jurisdiction. Yet, as ancient wisdom tells us, you will have a peaceful life when you mind your own business. This directive invites us to embrace sovereignty, defining and tending to the sacred domain of our own being. Our true responsibility lies in mastering our thoughts, actions, character, and willpower. This inner domain is where we must assert wise control, rather than wasting energy on the chaotic external world. The Stoics recognized that peace is not found by trying to control what is beyond our influence. True freedom and serenity come from focusing on our own inner world, intentionally and ethically aligning with nature's steady flow. By diligently caring for this intimate realm of our existence, we become resilient to the fluctuations of external conditions, finding stability and contentment in our self-directed inner sanctuary. We no longer let our peace be disrupted by what lies beyond our control. What once caused so much suffering and strain becomes irrelevant as we steadfastly refuse to expend any more of our precious peace and presence on it. By focusing solely on our true sphere of influence, the composition of our inner life, including our thoughts, emotions, values, and actions, We reclaim our sovereignty. No longer entangled in the distractions and distortions of trying to control the uncontrollable, we find clarity and unity within ourselves. When we fully embrace this practice of minding our own business, the external dramas and uncertainties naturally fade away like illusions. We remain centered and composed, regardless of the tumultuous winds outside. This is the essence of the Stoic teaching. Prioritize tending to your core being, diligently managing your thoughts and actions. Release everything beyond this with serene indifference, neither clinging to nor absorbing external disturbances. By doing so, you regain power, clarity, and liberation. You become sovereign over your inner realm, even as change and chaos swirl outside its boundaries. No longer wasting energy on external control, you can now cultivate your inner domain with intention, wisdom, and grace. As a result, your life will naturally achieve a state of genuine peace. Embracing true worth. It's a hard truth that often people will only show interest in you once you achieve success. Before that, their attention can be fleeting. This reality can be disheartening, underscoring the unreliable nature of external validation. Yet, the Stoics offer a powerful alternative perspective. Epictetus wisely advised, "If you want to improve, reject such reasonings as these. If I neglect my affairs, I shall not have a maintenance. If I do not coral my servant, he will be good for nothing. For it is better to die of hunger, freed from grief and fear, than to live in affluence with perturbation." The Stoics understood that tying our self-worth to external approval or perceived success leads to suffering and undermines inner freedom. When we base our identity on conditional acceptance, we become trapped, constantly anxious about upholding an illusion to gain societal favor. A more resilient approach is to anchor your self-validation and sense of purpose in your core values and principles. Marcus Aurelius captured this essence when he said, "If you work at that which is before you, following right reasons seriously, vigorously, calmly, without allowing anything else to distract you, you will live joyfully." By focusing on your chosen thoughts, efforts, and intentional actions each day, and pursuing goals aligned with your moral compass, you free yourself from the need for others' transient approval. While their admiration may ebb and flow, your inner peace and fulfillment remain steadfast when grounded in your highest virtues. Let Stoic wisdom guide you in cultivating self-worth from within. Examine where you seek validation externally, and shift your focus inward, nurturing wisdom, resilience, generosity, and other virtues that genuine philosophy reveals as the true sources of worthiness. As you strengthen your foundation in these values, external opinions become less significant. You exude a serene self-assurance, and by aligning with your ethical principles, you paradoxically achieve greater effectiveness and fulfillment. Allow this insight to be a catalyst for detaching from the relentless chase for external validation. Root yourself in the rich soil of your coherent philosophy and virtuous actions. In doing so, you reclaim your inherent, unconditional self-worth, a precious gem far more enduring than any fleeting success defined by others. The sovereign garden. Most people are quick to offer advice on your life, despite knowing little about your actual circumstances. It's crucial to stop listening to this unsolicited guidance. How often have we sacrificed our mental sovereignty and inner clarity by allowing such advice to invade our personal space? We frequently let the uninformed opinions of others disrupt our understanding of what is truly best for us. As Seneca wisely noted, he is a great person who does not crave the praise of the crowd. Show me someone who is not moved by the blame or the praise of the multitude. He has made great progress towards self-mastery and self-control. The Stoics emphasize the importance of maintaining control over our own lives, carefully choosing which voices to listen to and which to ignore. Most people have only a superficial understanding of the complexities and nuances of your life. Their advice is often tainted by this ignorance, and if we do not guard our inner space diligently, their misguided suggestions can cloud our clarity. This isn't a judgment of others, but rather an acknowledgement of their lack of insight into the intricate details of your journey. Even with the best intentions, their interference can disrupt the harmony and order you've worked so hard to cultivate in your life. Marcus Aurelius reminds us that we should not mourn over transient aspects of life, as everything will eventually pass. The solution is to recognize that unsolicited advice is based on partial views rather than the complete picture of your life that only you fully understand. Thus, the wise approach is to politely but firmly exclude these external opinions until you choose to seek them out. Let their noise fade away like distant echoes at the gate of your sovereign garden, knowing that you alone are best suited to navigate the intricate landscape of your personal growth and self-awareness. Mysteries of your life's sacred unfolding. When you establish healthy boundaries around your personal domain, even the act of seeking advice takes on new meaning. You approach it with sovereign discernment, inviting only the most relevant and trustworthy voices to complement your journey, rather than allowing all opinions to flood in chaotically. As Epictetus wisely advised, the antidote is to make the best use of what is in your power and take the rest as it happens. Your true power lies in diligently cultivating your inner path and living by your core values. Everything else naturally falls away. By applying these Stoic principles, you free yourself from the noise of unsolicited advice, allowing your life to unfold as the harmonious masterpiece it was meant to be. The wisdom of chosen mentors. Don't take advice from people who aren't living the life you aspire to. This straightforward guidance cuts through the clutter of unsolicited opinions that often cloud our path. It emphasizes the need to be selective about whose influence shapes our lives. The Stoics understood this deeply. Epictetus taught, "There is only one way to happiness, and that is by making yourself conform to the laws of nature, to live with life as it is." True fulfillment comes from aligning with nature's unfolding patterns and reason, not from adopting the misguided perspectives of others. Many people navigate life in ignorance, and their advice often reflects these distorted views, leading us away from our true path rather than clarifying it. As Marcus Aurelius said, "The universe is change. Our life is what our thoughts make it." When we let the narrow perspectives and unexamined beliefs of others influence us, we lose our ability to craft a life of genuine alignment and purpose. The Stoics emphasize the importance of guarding our inner realm and carefully filtering out beliefs and narratives that do not resonate with our true selves. Advice from those who live inauthentically can only detract from our own journey. This is not a judgment of their character, but an acknowledgement that their limited perspective may not be beneficial for our growth. Their intentions may be good, but they often lack the clarity required to guide us effectively. Choosing your guides wisely. Seneca advised his students, "We should listen with reserve and skepticism to those who do not offer their own lives as a model." This wise caution encourages us to align ourselves only with the illuminating wisdom of those living the virtuous, unconflicted, and thoughtful existence we aspire to. These exemplary individuals demonstrate the art of life through their actions and presence. Their advice holds the utmost integrity because it stems from their alignment with life's deepest harmonies. The Stoics embodied this philosophy, accessing eternal human truths and rejecting the conventional ignorance that breeds suffering. We must bravely turn away from influences that don't resonate with our ideal paths, allowing only the guidance that supports our flourishing. Examine whose voices you have allowed to shape your aims and means. Cast off the guidance of those living inauthentic lives and disavow self-appointed authorities who contradict your vision. Instead, seek and welcome the rare voices that sing the frequencies of your highest becoming. Accept counsel from those grounded in the virtuous, intentional, and philosophically coherent life you feel called to at your core. Let Seneca's wisdom summon you into discerning what influences you absorb. Each influence shapes the garden of your inner life, the masterpiece of beauty, virtue, and realignment with nature's grand choreography. Letting go. Embracing change asterisk asterisk. Have you ever felt upset because something important in your life changed unexpectedly? Perhaps a friend moved away, your favorite team lost, or a plan you were looking forward to got canceled. Such changes can be tough, but are a natural part of life. The Stoic philosophers understood this well and taught that accepting and embracing change is critical to living a peaceful and happy life. Epictetus famously said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." While we can't control everything that happens to us, we can control our response. Instead of getting upset about unavoidable changes, we can see them as opportunities to grow and learn. Think about a time when something didn't go as planned. Perhaps you were initially disappointed, but then you found a new friend, discovered a new hobby, or learned something important about yourself. These positive outcomes might not have happened if everything had gone according to your original plan. By letting go of rigid expectations, you open yourself up to new opportunities and growth asterisk asterisk. Be open to new possibilities and experiences asterisk asterisk. Seneca, a Stoic philosopher, said, "Every new beginning comes from another beginning's end." This means that when one chapter closes, it makes room for a new one to start. Just like the changing seasons, where winter's cold gives way to the warmth and renewal of spring. Changes in our lives can lead to new and better things, even if we can't see them right away. Letting go of what we can't control helps us focus on what we can control, our actions and attitudes. For instance, if a friend moves away, instead of dwelling on the sadness, you can focus on staying in touch, making new friends, and enjoying your hobbies and activities. While it's natural to feel sorrow, this approach helps you move forward positively. The Stoics believe that by accepting change, we could find peace. Marcus Aurelius, a Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher, wrote, "The universe is change. Our life is what our thoughts make it." This means that while change is constant, we can shape our experiences through our thoughts and attitudes. If we see change as a normal part of life and look for the good in it, we can live more peacefully and happily. Imagine building a sandcastle on the beach. You work hard and make it just the way you want. But then the tide comes in and washes it away. While you might feel sad and frustrated, understanding that the tide is a natural part of the beach allows you to let go of your disappointment and enjoy building a new sandcastle. Similarly, in life, letting go of our attachment to specific outcomes enables us to enjoy and make the most of what is. Another way to embrace change is by practicing gratitude. Focusing on what we're thankful for makes it easier to see the positives in new situations. For example, you might have lost something important, but you still have many other things to be grateful for, like your health, family, or favorite activities. Gratitude shifts our focus from what we've lost to what we still have and what's possible in the future. In summary, by letting go of rigid expectations and embracing change with a positive attitude and gratitude, we can turn life's unexpected twists into opportunities for growth and new beginnings. Asterisk asterisk. Embracing change together asterisk asterisk. It's important to remember that everyone experiences change. You're not alone in facing new and sometimes difficult situations. Talking to friends, family, or mentors about your feelings can help you gain new perspectives and support. They might have stories about dealing with change that can inspire and comfort you. Take Stoic wisdom to heart. Understand that change is a natural and unavoidable part of life. You can find peace and happiness by letting go of what you can't control and embracing new beginnings. Remember the words of the Stoics. It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. You can shape your experiences through your thoughts and attitudes. Embrace change. Look for the good in every situation and find a life full of new and exciting possibilities. Asterisk asterisk. Staying grounded. The art of humility asterisk asterisk. Imagine you've just achieved something remarkable. Maybe you won a big game, got the highest grade in your class, or completed a challenging project. It feels great, right? Success can be inspiring, but it's important to remember to stay humble and grounded, no matter how high you climb. The Stoic philosophers understood the value of humility and how it helps us maintain balance and perspective in our lives. Epictetus, a famous Stoic, said, "It's impossible for a person to begin to learn what they think they already know. If we believe we already know everything, we stop learning and growing." Humility allows us to keep an open mind and recognize that there is always more to learn, no matter how successful we become. Think about someone you admire, maybe a teacher, a coach, or a famous person. Chances are, one of the reasons you look up to them is because they remain kind and humble despite their success. They don't brag or act superior. Instead, they use their knowledge and skills to help others. True humility involves recognizing your strengths and achievements without letting them inflate your ego. Seneca, another Stoic, said, "No man was ever wise by chance." Wisdom and success require effort and learning from our experiences, and part of that learning process is acknowledging that we don't have all the answers. By staying humble, we remain open to new ideas and perspectives, which helps us grow even more. Humility also involves recognizing the contributions of others. When we achieve something, it's rarely done entirely on our own. You may have had support from your family, encouragement from friends, or guidance from mentors. Acknowledging the role others play in your success keeps you grounded and fosters gratitude. Marcus Aurelius, a Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher, wrote, "Accept whatever comes to you woven in the pattern of your destiny, for what could more aptly fit your needs?" This reminds us that success and failure are both parts of life. Staying humble means accepting that we will face ups and downs, and that our value doesn't come from our achievements alone, but from our character and how we handle all situations. Imagine climbing a mountain. As you reach the top, you feel a sense of accomplishment, but it's important to remember the effort it took to get there and the people who helped you along the way. Staying humble is like looking back down the mountain and appreciating the journey, not just the peak. Humility also helps us connect with others. When we're humble, we're more likely to listen and empathize with people. We don't see ourselves as better than anyone else, which makes building solid and respectful relationships easier. This is important because no matter how successful we become, our connections with others truly enrich our lives. Staying grounded through humility can also protect us from the pitfalls of pride. When we let success go to our heads, we risk becoming arrogant and alienating those around us. Pride can close our eyes to our flaws and make us resistant to constructive criticism. Humility, however, keeps us aware of our limitations and open to improvement. So, take Stoic wisdom to heart. Practice humility by acknowledging that there is always more to learn, appreciating the support of others, and staying open to new experiences. Remember that your worth isn't measured by your successes alone, but by your character and how you treat others. Embrace the words of the Stoics. It's impossible for a person to begin to learn what they think they already know. Stay curious, stay grounded, and keep learning. By doing so, you'll achieve great things and build a life rich in wisdom, kindness, and meaningful connections. This is the true power of humility. It keeps you grounded, helps you grow, and allows you to fully appreciate and navigate the highs and lows of life.